Hey, what is up? It is Wednesday, January 10th, and we're going to kick it off here with the U.S. futures markets. So starting off with the S&P 500. From yesterday, I went and moved the trend line back down to this area over here. And the reason why is because I had it closer, let's see here, I think right in there. I think actually right in there, kind of. You can see it broke out a little bit. So all I did is move it down a little bit more, and it fits really well, even like right in there-ish or right in there. So that's where I'm going to go with it for right now. But it's still in that strong uptrend trend channel. It's just these things are subjective, so they can take a while for them to flesh out and make it a lot easier to see where it is. But you know, it is still ramping up over here to getting this target up here, which is from the ABCD trade. Let me show you here real quick. So going right there. So up to the 1.414 level, which is right there, 48.45.50. Still a little bit more to go, but there's about 40 minutes left in the trading session. I don't think it's going to pop up another 23 points. So probably let's hit that tomorrow. But you know, update here in the market. So looking forward for that to go up there tomorrow and get filled up there at 48.45 to continue this trend channel higher that it is solidly in now. Go ahead and delete that. And we are in another long trade over here. And what it is, it's going to be the triangle trade setup right there. You can see here's the 0.1, 0.2. No, I'm sorry. 0.1, 0.2, lower high 3, higher low 4 right here. So from it, all you do is put the pitchfork on it, inside pitchfork, which is right here. And then when it closes above the blue line right here, which would be that one, this bar right here, goes above right there. So there's the entry bar. So the target we're looking for is this green line right here. I'm gonna make that thicker, as thick as it goes. Yep. So looking for that line right up here as well, which is around 48.40. So between that target plus the one from the ABCD trade, we got a couple of there looking up. So looking forward for tomorrow for that to continue, go up there and get hit as a push through tomorrow. And then after that, we'll have to see what happens for it. You can see from the previous day's highs, lows today, I believe it's hitting off the, it's close to being a blowout day, not quite yet. It is coming back down to the extension high level of the day for it, but if it pops up over here a little more higher for the day closes, when we'll consider that a blowout day. And what I consider a blowout day is when you can see that's extension high using yesterday's high and lows, and down here is extension low using yesterday's high and lows. Normally when price hits that, we'll see some resistance up here, and usually it stops right up there, and when it hits the bottom side, we'll see support, and usually price bounces around for it if it does go a little bit lower. But when it kind of busts through it, it is coming back to it, but if it busts through and just keeps on going, I consider that a blowout day. Those do happen, but they are they're the exception, not the norm. Like here was a big one right here. This is an easy blowout day right here. Right there, hit up right through there. And then that day it went up all the way right through it. And then the next day came back to it, but that doesn't matter. But anyways, it blew right through it. But then you'll have like normal days where it'll be, see right here, went down, found some support, looked like it was going to be a blowout day, especially with that candle right here. You got that long wick, because at the time that's just straight going down, and then it closes, you know, uses as support, comes right back up. And so that's normally how it goes. I'd say about 80% of the time you can expect when it does hit there, you're going to see, you know, that's either going to be the target for the day like it was for that day, because these dotted lines or dashed lines going up right here are the day breaks from when the day closes, the next one opens. You see that was the target that ended right there. So those are good targets to look for it, but sometimes the price does go through them. So but price currently pulling back a little bit right here, but those are the two trades we have going into tomorrow. Those two long side setups. I'm not in either of these. I'm actually in a short in the Dow Jones. We'll go over that here in a little bit. The only way I'd get into either of these is if, so like take this ABCD trade right here. The only way, oh, you know what? I think this one's done actually. Let's see. That was done. That was done. Okay, no, it's not done because one thing I'm checking to see if they see the white line, which is the number 6 for the shift pitchfork. That's the next target area from it when it closes above the blue. I'm still testing it. I'm still not completely sold on it yet, like I am when it closes above the yellow and the next target is the blue. But the only way I'd get it, I would potentially, well, actually, I wouldn't even get into it, so we'll just get rid of that because I'm still looking at it. But like for the inside pitchfork, the only way I'd get into it is I would take from the low of the move, from the high of it right there. See, there's the 1, 2, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's the move right there. The only way to get into it if price just craters all the way down here, and I wouldn't even get at the blue line at the bottom. I'd get in at the 1.146 down here, all the way down here, which is also happens to be close to, or excuse me, 1.44 is actually closer to the bottom of the side right there. But the 1.146 is good enough. If I wait long enough for the price to retrace to get back down there, if it goes against me and some, no big deal. That's the only way I'd look to get down into it. So that is same thing. Or do you look at that right there? I think that's what you do. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, this will be the same thing pretty much. So that's what I look for. 1.146 from points to 2 and 3 right there, which is from the low to the next high within the 1, 2, 3, 4 of the inside pitchfork from the triangle move right there. So that's what we're looking for right there. So it'd have to come down all the way down here. If it does that, then this trend line is broken, and market may be in consolidation phase. But with this breakout right here, it kind of broke out a potential consolidation for it. Oh, that dog. All right, going over to the Russell 2000 right here. We're still in an ABCD trade right here. And there'll be some other ones, but this is the main one I'm looking at right here. For you can see we broke out this downtrend right here. So now it's looking like this is going to be in consolidation right here. I was looking at it being a potential, trend move to the upside, but and it looked like yesterday it was looking like a really nice trend going to the upside. You know, the nice ones going up, and then you have it bouncing off this trend line down here, and then it broke out through, and so now it's using it as resistance coming back down to it. So now this is looking like, instead of being an uptrend, it's looking like this is going to be a consolidation pattern right about here for it. So it looks like in the S&P 500 we are in a consolidation zone right here. So we have to wait and see if it's going to break out and create a trend to the upside, or if it's just consolidating, we're going to continue a move down that it just came from, because that's the way. Those are only 3 moves you can have. You see, you can only have a downtrend, or you can have a consolidation, or an uptrend. But you know, coming out of the downtrend, coming out of a downtrend, you have to have consolidation, and then you can have an uptrend or downtrend. Same thing for like an uptrend right here. Coming out of an uptrend, you have to have some consolidation, and then it can either be an uptrend or a downtrend to form for it. But those are threes, and those are kind of the order. You can't have an uptrend straight going to a downtrend, or a downtrend straight going to an uptrend. There will be some form of consolidation between the two for it. We just don't know, coming out of consolidation, if it's going to continue the trend it was in or reverse and go the other way. But right now this is looking like it's going to be a consolidation one for the Russell 2000 that we're in right now. So anyways, what we have is the ABCD trade, and what we're looking at right here, you put the shift pitchfork on it, price closed above the yellow line right there. So then the target would have been either this blue line, but it is kind of steep right there. So one thing I do is, because a lot of times you'll get a good move here to the upside, obviously not this one for instance, but like it'll break out and it will get like a good runner going up some, but it never hits a blue line, then it reverses and you lose all your profits. So instead of doing that, what I do is I just take the pitchfork, move it up, and then when price comes back and hits the 23.6 level, then I make the target being the overall 1.44 level. So This would have been kind of the overall target we were looking for it right there, but we've had some other things happen since then. I don't need that. I need you. Yeah. So when price came down, it hit the 23. No, I'm sorry. So from taking points A to B right here, when price, as you can see down over here, hit the 50% retracement. You see from right there, I'll highlight it. It's just the 50% retracement move from right there. 50% retracement move from right here. When that happens, price gets moved to the 1.146 level right there. That's why I have that black line right there. It's where that orange line is. So that's the target we're looking for right now. You know, you can't get in right there. I thought about getting in, but again, what I'm working on this year for 2024 is patience in my trades and not being aggressive in them, and actually just getting in at extreme levels. And the extreme levels are the 1.146 the other way. So unless price is popping all the way back down here, the 1.146 the other way, I'm going to avoid getting in as many trades as I can. I say that, and then probably tomorrow I'll have one in it for this one. The only other one is the expanding triangle trade, but we'll talk about that one here in a second with the Dow Jones. So if price comes all the way down here to 1931.1, I'd look to get in there, and if it does hit the 1.146 the other way, then the exit moves to the 23.6. So you can see if it does come down right there, so get in right there, get out right there, you know, 40-ish plus point gain right there for the Russell. But that's the main thing I'm looking at right now, is for the exit coming up right over here, and it looks like we are in a consolidation pattern. If you take it from all the way over there all the way to about right there, it looks like, I don't want target, I want supporter resistance. It looks like we're in a consolidation zone right here. You can see a little fake out to the downside, fake out to the upside, which happens a lot. If you get a fake breakout, you can count on kind of getting a fake breakout the other way. And so yeah, it looks like we're in consolidation right now for the Russell. I don't think there's is there anything else in here? There's an ABCD right here. So it did close below it, but I think what happened with this one, yeah. So it did close below it. So we were initially looking all the way down here, the white one being the short target for that, but price went up, hit the 50, and then, you know what, I need to see something here. So it went down, hit the 50 on this candle. Okay, that was the same candle. I need to see which one got hit first though. So it hit the 50 there. So okay, so the trade still is live. So it hit the 50, and that moves the exit to the 1.146, but this candle did not hit the 1.146, although this one is now looking like it's going back closer to getting it hit. So that's the current exit right there. But if price went up, hit the 1.146 the other way, up here, up right there, I would have shorted it right there and taken it to the 23.6. So this is still a live trade right here. Down, we're looking at the 50 down to the 1.146 to a short right there for that one, and so that's a quicker trade than this one that we're looking for right here, where we're looking for the price when it hit right here to go up, and that's going to be the exit of the black line right there. All right, so for the Dow Jones, this one is still looking like it could be a potential move to the upside right here, a trend channel, but it also looks like but you know, these are real big moves. I mean, look at these moves over here the past couple of days. You know, they're real sharp. You got that sharp one down, sharp up, sharp down, sharp up, down, sharp, sharp, sharp. So I don't want to say it's a huge consolidation zone just because that's an easy cop out, but it could be a huge consolidation zone, because if you look at, let's move some of this over here, all the way from over here to all the way over here. I mean, even taking down a little bit. I mean, look at that. That's pretty much just up and down all within a certain box. It did came off of a huge uptrend that it was in over here. I don't have the things labeled correctly on here. Still looking for it, but obviously that's a huge uptrend up. And now it looks like it's being just a really big consolidation box consolidation zone, you know, for over 500 ticks here on the Dow Jones forward. So that's really what it looks like for it. But within it, you're going to have, you know, trends up. You're going to have up moves, down moves within a consolidation box. You can see we had a uptrend here, downtrend here, potential uptrend right here. So, you know, I really do think that right now it's this is looking like a really big consolidation area for the Dow Jones that's in right now. So we're just waiting to see, you know, if price breaks up over here around the 38,000s or down below down here, the 30, closer to like the mid 37,400s and the 38,000, low 38,000s is what we're just waiting to see what's going to happen, because until then it's just going back and forth between the tops and bottoms for it. But anyways, for this trade right here, this is an expanding triangle trade that we have right here. And so what we have is using the orange semaphores, and again, to have a red, you have to have an orange in it, because red is the strongest, orange is second, and then green is the lowest. So it goes green, orange, and then red. So we trade on the same colors. So we have orange, orange, red, which is orange in it, and then orange right here. So we have, there's the 0.1 low, 0.2 high, 0.3 lower low, 0.4 higher high. So we put the Andrews pitchfork on it, and the settings we have is just 88.6 for the yellow lines for it. And what we're looking for is when price closed below the median line right here. The target we're looking for is the yellow line down here, short target for it. And that was yesterday. So, but going into today, I said I do not want to get in until price gets closer up here, because when it hits the upper end of the line right there, then we move the exit to right close to where the entry bar was. Entry bar closed, or at least broke the entry bar, broke through the midline right there. So be right there. So that's kind of close where the exit is. So you can kind of have it wherever you want your exit, somewhere close to it. Always get out before the you know, the hard exit is hit right there, just to ensure you get out, because sometimes it gets close to it but doesn't necessarily hit it all the way. So anyways, that's where I am. So I did a good job being patient as I could. I got in a little bit before. You see price ticked off the that ticked off right off the yellow line right here. Now of course I wish I had, you know, waited a little bit longer, but got in very close to it. So hey, that's good for me. I'm proud of myself for waiting that long, rather than, you know, getting in like right here or something like that right here, saying, oh, it's still, you know, pretty much I call it like a free trade where the exit's not going to move anymore for it. But you know, waited even longer. So yeah, good job me for 2024. So, you know, price still could go up some more, go against me, things like that, but it is what it is. No big deal. Happy with that entry, and so we're just taking it down, looking to get out somewhere right here for the for this Dow Jones. And, you know, still, if this is the consolidation box, which it really looks like right here, big consolidation zone, you know, it's just going up from the highs and then traveling back down to the lows. So, you know, when you've identified a consolidation area, you know, you want to go long at the lows and short at the highs if your setups call for it. But don't just take naked shorts close to the top and naked longs close to the bottom, meaning like you're just getting in long because you drew an imaginary line on the chart, because these lines that are on the chart, they don't mean anything by themselves. I look for other confirmations, which are these trade steps I have right here for it. This just helps like paint the picture. This is like drawing these trend channels, consolidation zones. It's like it's the picture frame for the picture, and the picture is all the moves within it. The picture frame just sets it in place and makes you focus on what's happening within the picture. Hope that made some sense. But yeah, that's what we have going into tomorrow. Just looking for a short to continue, and short to come down and fulfill this tomorrow for it. And then is that potential ABCD trade right here? Let's see. It is potential, but price needs to come up a little bit more to hit that 1.146 to make it. There was an ABC trade. There's a couple down in here. Let's see if they did anything. So that's an ABCD trade right here. I think it went up and got, yeah, I consider it getting filled, because See, there's A, B, C, D would have been up here, and so if you just draw this right up here to the D spot of it, came down, hit the 23.6, that moves the target to the 1.44, and there it came up and hit up right off of it. So that one's done. And this one is one right here as well. All right. There. And that's where the entry was. Then it came up there and hit the blue line right there for that one to be done, and hasn't broken or closed above the blue line for it. So there it closed above it. So you can keep on drawing this down there, hit the 23.6. So the target, well, it hasn't. That's a weird one. Yeah, that's a weird one right there. So if we close above the blue right there, then I would have to say the overall target's right there, but if we close above the blue, then the overall target's the white line up there. So that is kind of an interesting one right here. Oops, I'll do that. So we'll have to wait and see, but I'm going to put that on there. So I label the ones that the trades are live in right there. So hit it right there. So yeah, that is really interesting right there. This is another reason why I'll watch it and see. I mean, this isn't going to go up and probably not going to hit unless there's a, we get a big breakout. That'd be a breakout of the consolidation area. Goes up, hits white line. So maybe it'd be like, if you get another one that enters, you have to like say it closes like above it right there, and then comes down and hits the 20.6, and the exit be somewhere up there. But anyways, we'll watch that one. But that one is a live one for it. But right now, the one I'm interested is in this one right here. All right, going over to oil. Oil is another one as well. I'm looking for more of a pullback right here to get long, because that would be the 1.146 the other way. But what it would do, it would potentially break out of this potential trend channel that we're in right here. Let's see, you got 3 good points. You got some good points down here. It's been hit off of. So it looks like it's pretty strong channel right there for it. So we'll wait and see what it is, because I don't want to label this whole thing being it could be a consolidation zone, but again, I hate using these big swings as consolidation zones, because literally you could put everything as being a consolidation zone, like like a smaller one right up here before it continued, and then I'd rather say that like this down here is the small like consolidation area for it before prices continued back up, because like down here, for instance, you have a decent little consolidation area. There you have the breakout, consolidation area, trend channel up. So there's that about right there. There you go. And then you had a nice little consolidation area somewhere about right in here-ish, maybe even all the way over there. And then you had a downtrend, obviously, right here. Let's see here. That's a good one. Something like that, maybe. Yeah. That consolidation, trend channel up right here. Consolidation up here. And now trend channel down. Consolidation. So, anyways, that's just how it looks right there. But we'll just have to see if it does. Kind of hope it does, 'cause I'd love to get in long right here, and then if it hits the 1.146, then the exit up here is the 23.6, which is right there, because what we have right here, let's get this one off. It's A, B, C, D trade. So when price closed above it, barely above it right there, that signaled to go long, with the exit being the blue line up here, but that isn't going to get hit. So put this on there. So once they hit the 50% right here, then we'll just draw this over to right here. The exit moves to the 1.146. So currently the exit is that green one. Actually, we'll make it a black one right there. So that black line right there, it's where the 1.146 is. But if price comes all the way down to the 1.146 the other way and hits that, then the exit moves. Oh, I got the wrong thing. Then the exit moves to the 23.6 right here. So currently we're looking at target 73.27. But if it comes down over here at 70.17, then that target moves to around 72.30ish, something like that. So then, let's see, do we have another ABCD trade? No, but what we are potentially having is an expanding triangle trade. So green, orange, which is green in, orange down here. So what that would look like is we'll go ahead and mark that one. So we're waiting for a green semaphore to form down here before we get into it, but we take the Andrews pitchfork and go over to points 2, 3, and 4, assuming that stays a low. If we get another low, we'll redraw this to the next low for it. When price breaks above not breaks, but closes above the median line, the red line, then the target is the yellow line right there. So that's another one that is a potential. Let's see, was there an ABCD? There is an ABCD, but let's see if it is legit. Yeah, it did close below. Oh, you know what? This was one this morning that I got in real quickly and took like a 4-tick loss for it because, you know, didn't follow my trading guidelines and making sure that for this, especially this trade setup, I mean, it did follow trade guidelines where it hit the 1.146 the other way. I'll show you right here, right there. See, it's hitting up in there, but I'm just not sure about when it closes below the blue, having the white one being the next target for it if it is legit. And so it rose up the other way, hit the 50% right there, which moves the exit to the 1.146, and then hit the 1.146 the other way, which moves the exit to the 23.6. And now looking back, obviously I wish I'd gotten in that for that because it went down, hit no problem, good 60 tick gain right there. But again, I'm just not confident in that last trade setup, you know, going from the closing below the blue with the white one being the next exit unless price retraces back to 23.6. But anyways, for it. But that did work out, so it does build more credibility for that trade setup working. So that's one reason why I'm looking at that, because if that is going to be a trade that I am getting close to adding to my repertoire as far as closing below the blue, not just yellow, then that'd be a good one right there. But anyways, that was done. And yeah, so next one, the one, excuse me, we're just focusing on is this one right here. This ABCD trade, right? ABC, yeah. Kind of weird that the semaphore form said that. Then we had some inside ones. Let's see what that looks like. That's right, never closed below it right there. Yeah, I looked at that. All right, yes, that's one. So we'll see tomorrow. You know, if we get a push down here lower tomorrow, we'll look to get in around the $70 and about 17 cents. But if it does that, then probably it's going to tell us that this trend channel isn't valid anymore. We'll have to look for, I mean, I guess it could be because you just move this down lower like that, and you may have to draw it off the bottom of the trend channel rather than the upside, even though the upside works perfectly for it. But I don't want to do that. Oops, where's the here? No, there we go. So yeah, that's what we're looking for right here for oil. All right, Nasdaq right here. This is one we're looking at going to hit this target up here. It did not do that yet, but it is getting close, and it's just based off this ABCD trade right here. Because if you take it here, there's the original ABCD. I got it on right here anyways. ABCD closed above the yellow right here. When it hit the blue, closed above the blue, so that means it puts a target at the white line up here. But what we do is, since it doesn't always go up there and hit the white line, is we just keep following it up until we get the retracement back to 23.6. Then when we do that, the target becomes the 1.414 from that one right there. And so that's what we're looking at, a little bit of a push higher to go up there and hit that for Nasdaq. So we just put that right there. So that's what that green target is. That's the target looking for to hit it. We had an expanding triangle trade right here. That looks like it went up and hit it. Yeah, no problem. Closed above it, and then a couple hours later hit it right there. So that's really the only thing right now for yeah, now I look at that one isn't it. Let's see if we have an ABC trade right here. Yeah, but it's probably going to be too sharp for this thing to work. Yeah, it's not closing above the L line. So yeah, we'll leave that alone. So yeah, that's Nasdaq. So we're looking for tomorrow, a little bit of a push higher right here. It looks like for Nasdaq that is definitely a trend channel we have formed right here. It looks like we'll need to draw it off the bottom side right here. Let's see, going into right there. That's somewhat close. So that's looking like kind of like the trend channel for Nasdaq right there. May have to push it up a little bit more, but we'll see. You know, it's got some good hits off it. I mean, you can't even move it up right there, but we'll just keep it about for right there for now. Even though it broke out a little bit, no big deal. We'll see if we retrace it back here, and then the overnight session going up to tomorrow, come up here and hit that target and continue along the trend channel for it. But we're just looking for that green line to go up there and get hit. Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin was in the news a lot yesterday from the crazy movements it had with that, allegedly that guy's Twitter account getting hacked, about saying there's going to be like a spot ETF futures for Bitcoin. It popped up, then came back, popped down. So, but anyways, yeah, so what we're looking for this is still really bullish on Bitcoin. It's a potential 5-way move going up. Well, it is in the trend channel here to the upside. I do believe this is looking like the real solid trend line for it, trend channel. And so one thing I mentioned yesterday is that it's still going to be real bullish for Bitcoin, but I am looking for a pullback, again, assuming that this trend channel is legit right here, because it's hitting off the very high of it, and so far it has been the resistance for it. So if that does happen, I'm looking for a pullback down here around the 23.6 level, which is around 40,560. Plus we have this gap right here, and gaps love to come back and get filled. See right there, gap right there. So between that potential 5-wave move, it being at the top of the trend channel, looking for a pullback here down closer to the bottom side, then when it hits that, that does let me know that, okay, it's the potential 5-wave move. We're looking for potential 5-wave. If that high holds, and the minimum target we're looking for is 53,400. Price can go higher than that, of course it can, but that's just the minimum target I'm looking for to let me know that this is a legitimate 5-wave move for it. So I am looking for here in the next coming weeks for weakness in Bitcoin, coming back down over here, potentially even down to the probably about the 38,000s, potentially as low as that, but then for it to continue its rally back up. So if it got any lower than that, I'm not sure if I'd get into it, because then it would signal that this trend channel may not be accurate for it. But for the long term for Bitcoin, I am very bullish. Bitcoin is just for the intermediate over the next couple of weeks. I'm looking for the retracements back down from the 45,000s, almost 46,000s it's in right now, down to the low 40 to high excuse me, 39,000s for it. So anyways, that's going to do it for today. Take care. Thanks. Bye.